Look at this. 126. Is that where we're at? Is that what we're doing? 126. Love it. Let me get these analytics going as usual. Hopefully everybody's in a good place. What's up, Sharuk? How are you this morning? Or evening in your case, I believe. Hey, hey, hey. Sharuk, are you going to jump in and do some of this work today? Or have you already been to the gym? What's going on? I see Mr. Burns has entered the chat as well. Hey, what's up, Kurt? How's everybody today? You did a home workout. Nice. What did you do? What was your workout? And Kurt, what have you been working out on lately? I got to share this link. So if you guys are able to share the stuff on your social medias as well, there's a link that you can share. What's up, Dominique? Bonjour. That's about as much French as I know. But welcome back. We're about to get into these push-ups. I'm just uh, setting up some analytics. That way we can help build. Kurt did 70 or 80 decline push-ups yesterday, last minute workout. Hey, that is fantastic. Getting it in.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Kurt, have you been running at all? Or are you taking a break during the off season? Shruk did 50 push-ups and 50 pull-ups and 50 squats and 10 kilometers running yesterday, or today, I should say. That's amazing. Great job.
That's a big
Great
one.
job. Yes, great job. But Shruk plays football, so that doesn't surprise me that he's putting that much into his athletics.
Mm.
Dominique is back. So, Mr. Burns, you might understand um, the French, the Francais.
Salut. Salut,
Yes,
Dominique.
you may understand it far greater than I.
Mm. Bonjour, Dominique.
Now, quick question: can I mute with the headphones on and it still be muted?
Uh, yes, I cannot hear you. You are muted.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
wondering. Look at Joy. Joy is in the chat. Fantastic. How have you been? It has been a long time since we've had Joy in the chat. I want to hear about your trip through Namibia. I'm sorry, Namibia, and how the festival went at the village. I think that that's extremely fascinating. So I definitely want to hear more about that. How are
How's
you
it
today,
going,
sir?
Joy?
She says, "Do we remember her? How could we not? How could we forget?"
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes. I'm gonna grab a quick setup. I will be right back.
Hey, good morning, Sharuk on TikTok or on YouTube. Joy says my day was good. I was basically taking care of my brother, and I was so tired.
Ah, did you have fun though? Did you get to see new things? Did you get to experience some things? And what was the festival about? What was the celebration of? Was it family? Was it something cultural for the country? What was going on there?
Mm,
Shruk says your voice muted. Is everyone
yeah,
speaking of me that my voice is muted?
I think mine was muted as well.
Ah, well, we are not muted and we're talking now. I'm going to see how this connection is going to fare by going over to the park, this little area.
Hmm.
So
You
give
found
me,
some patch of grass or what?
yeah, I've got my patch. This is literally right outside my
Oh,
door. Yeah,
ooh, nice.
yeah. So I just want to make sure that we have a good connection.
Mm-hmm. It's when you,
Joy said cultural for the family.
yeah, aunt's wedding.
Okay,
That's cool.
nice. Yeah, it's probably where a lot of adult activity. So you were the babysitter, but it's something to do, and I'm sure your aunt was glad to have you there, and other family members get to see you. Sorry, I'm setting up with one hand right now.
All right, I'm gonna kick it off.
Sharuk says, "What's your max deadlift?"
How much do you weigh?
Yeah,
Three,
Mr.
four,
Burns setting it off. There we
five,
go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay, Joy.
9, 10.
No, it was the
Oh,
worst. Well, maybe later in life it'll seem better. Um, that there was at least something. I don't know. Would it have been better to have stayed at home? I don't know, but you still got to experience something. So Can't control life sometimes, but you can control how you receive it. Shrook says he is 125 kilograms now.
That's a big boy.
What's up, Sleepy Az?
What's up?
Okay, let me get to mine. Okay. I'm always going to go out here with shoes on first.
Right.
There's
125
actually,
kg is like, it's over 250
yeah.
pounds.
The grass is nice and thick and looks like sprinklers. I don't even think the sprinklers have been on yet. Maybe they have.
There you go.
4,
That microphone working as advertised.
6. Yeah. Am I breathing in everyone's ear?
Oh, but the coolest thing is that you're that far away and you can hear us.
Right. That's the win.
Yes, sir. Joy says I need to go clean the house. Sleepy As on YouTube says, how long did the beard take? My whole life, Sleepy As. But this beard took about, this is about an 8-year beard. I haven't cut it in 8 years. So, how's everybody doing
Nice.
over on TikTok? We got day 126 of 100 plus push-ups. 100 push-ups plus by Vincent Alfonso Jamal and myself, Nathaniel J Burns. We're going live together on the Impact Athletics Association channel. If you want the full conversation, join us over there and join the community. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. Joy, sorry you got to go clean the house, but all of these duties and responsibilities will serve you well later in life. Doesn't seem like it, but it will. No need
Yep.
muscles to do that. Only thing, strength we need. What's that? What did I miss, Sharuk? Sleepy ass says beast mode. What we're trying to show Sleepy is consistency and discipline. Sometimes we're not motivated to get up and do that, but we are dedicated to doing it. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free. Feel free because they are free. It's just a click of a button, won't cost you anything. And we always say, take one, give one. So if you know somebody else who would enjoy fitness content, whether following it or just watching it, they are more than welcome as well. So
7,
that's what we're on here.
8, 9, 10. That's 2.
Shrook says there's no muscles, no need muscles to deadlift. Only
Huh?
thing strength you need. I
Huh?
thought it took strength or muscles to deadlift. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what the message is.
You
See some of this
absolutely need
greenery.
muscle to deadlift.
I would say that's probably one of the groups that you need. One of the lifts that you need muscles for. Almost all your muscles.
Yeah, bro. Definitely need muscles to do deadlifts. Oh,
Oh, it's so nice and soft and lush right now in this grass.
yeah, buddy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Time and temperature is about 5:30.
1, 2, 3, 4, Uh-oh. 6, 7.
It's about 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it's about 80 degrees here. About 80. Nice job.
Thank you, thank you. I will note, everyone, that my feet are extra soft today, as Mr. Burns, myself, and Aoife all went to get pedicures yesterday. Got to take care of yourself.
Look at those
Take
dogs.
Yes, take care of your feet. Take care of your hands. And day before that, went and got a massage.
4,
You got to take
5,
care of yourself,
6,
not
7,
just in the
8,
gym sort of way. Your
9,
rest and recovery
10.
is going to be important.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Speaking of, I'll just take these shoes off.
What's up, Mad Acoustic in the house? Mad, I'm just getting to set 3. Mr. Burns just finished his, so we're going to get to it. Mad, we were talking about the importance of your self-care, your therapy, not just like rest. But we went yesterday, got manicures, pedicures, got the foot
Mm-hmm.
rubs, the massages, all that stuff. It's important. I got a massage the night before. It's important to take care of yourself in that capacity as well.
Good morning, Matt Acoustic. Make with Mike in the house. Stretching now, folks. Getting ready. I hope y'all are too. Mr. Romeo says hello. Sharuk on YouTube. Yeah, that's true, but only if you have strength first to build muscle.
Don't you need muscle to build strength? I mean, we're all born with muscle.
Yeah.
I guess it's a philosophical argument. Chicken or the egg, strength or the muscle.
Make with Mike need motivation and perseverance to push through the weakness to gain that strength.
What's up, Mr. Romeo? Sleepy says, "Are you guys neighbors?" No, no, but we live in proximity, same
1,
region,
2,
so we'll
3,
connect
4,
and do
5,
this. But a lot of times we will
6,
meet up at a
7,
middle point
8,
and go
9,
live at the
10.
same location. So we may actually be bringing that to you tomorrow.
1,
Mike
2,
says first set done.
3,
Nice.
4. Nice, Mike. 6.
Sleepy, where are you from? You don't have to be specific. Like we're in the Southwest U.S. All viewers like the video. Share the link and let's get the world working out. Yes. Yeah. These connections. Matt says so true. Taking care of yourself outside the workout mode is important, although I don't do enough of it on an ongoing basis. Sleepy, you're in AZ. Nice. What part? Mike says Phoenix. Yeah, man. And that's something that it took me a while to get to as well. I know the Chandler area. Nice, nice. Um, yeah, and it does take a while because uh, we still sometimes overlook the big four: hydration, nutrition, exercise, and rest. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
those aren't even in harmony. So to throw in something extra like therapy is definitely a little bit different, because I qualify that as something different than rest. It's like a subset to the rest.
Where
But
did
your I was
where
going to
did you?
say, but your therapy could be going to go get IV, so that could fall under hydration. So it's
Mhm.
all, or a nutrition. It's all a different thing. I find it to be like that fifth element.
Hmm.
What you were saying, Mr. Burns?
I'm not sure what we're looking at, but it's not you, brother.
Okay, is it a building?
Yeah. Are you doing your set? Sounds like you're doing your set.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sharuk says, "Can I join you in video for workout?" Make with Mike says, "Hit like, y'all. Come on, you can do it. Share this live link. Let's get everybody in shape and motivated with a workout schedule every day."
Truth, truth,
Mad
truth, truth.
Mad Acoustic says, "I come from an old school mentality. Push through everything and don't ask for help."
Man,
Yeah, but
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But we also came up in the era where you didn't have to wear a seatbelt. You know, and now we do. I know that life. I know that era all too well. Sleepy says I take vitamins these days. Nice,
me too,
nice.
Sleepy.
I need to get to that point, taking vitamins or investing in creatine. I know we've had a good talk. You know what I'm talking about, man. Um, I need to get to the creatine. A lot of the gentlemen in this chat have shared their thoughts on it and their experiences. So to Mad's point, a lot of times it's even things like taking something else. Nope, you just grind it out and go eat a steak. But there's ways. I've gotten better. I wear my seatbelt. Hey, was it? But yeah. Hey, good morning, Jen. Mad knows what I'm talking
Jen
about. There's a
Swanson
day,
in the house.
there's a day you just slide into your car like the Dukes of Hazzard, and you went. You didn't even throw the seatbelt on. Now
Yeah,
we
put the
know.
baby on the dashboard.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Right next to your Duff
Your
beer.
fold down chair. There was no seat for that. And then we started realizing, oh, I used to walk to the paid back in the day. There we go. There we
That's
go.
it. That's what we're looking for.
That's what we need. Is it darkening?
No,
Okay.
your image is good.
Sweet.
Good
Sweet.
morning, Jen. Jen
Good
Swanson in the house on
good
YouTube.
morning from Arkansas.
Hmm Sleepy as says, "I used to walk to the phones back in the days."
Oh
Like
yeah.
drop a quarter in there. Or are we talking about two dimes? Matt Acoustic says, "Daisy Dukes, hello."
Yep.
Gravity Core Fitness Mark is in the house. Says hello, gladiators. Hello, Mark from Gravity Core Fitness channel
Mark,
on
what's up?
YouTube. Check out Gravity Core Fitness.
Mark is in Wales. Him and Miss Joe have an amazing channel. Got some amazing lives going on. The man is a complete machine when it comes to his taking care of his business. Let's make no mistake about that. Absolute business over there. But they've got great banter. They just had a live uh, speaking to wellness, things like that. So it's not just all grind. Sharuk has football practice. He says he will see us after that. Sleepy says if we don't use it, we lose it, right? And what that is, it's a gift. You're given a gift of ability, momentum, being able to move. So absolutely. And a lot of people don't have the same gift. So utilize your gift. Utilize your gift the best way that you can. You can see the sun is coming up now. Beautiful stuff. And going back to Sleepy's comment, yeah, walking to the payphones. Mr. Burns and I were actually hanging out yesterday with Aoife, and we were at Goodwill, and she was playing with a phone, just like an old home phone that we used to
Oh,
have. She didn't see it, and we were telling her the first thing you did when you picked up a public phone is you looked at that ear receiver. You wipe it off because you would always see that smudge of ear skin and ear moist on the phone. So we're in different times. We're in different times. I had to introduce her to what a dial tone was. I said
mm-hmm.
dial tone, and she's like, "What's that?" Ah, Gravity. Gravity, thank you so much. Gravity's got an amazing channel, great following of very supportive people, and we appreciate you sharing that with your people. Here we go. Let me get to this.
Thank you, Mark.
That is super kind. Super kind. All right.
Sleepy, you're in the Southwest, so that might be a good stop for us on the Impact Tour. Mad acoustic, rotary dial phones. Yes, yes. I don't know about y'all, but we would my friends and I, we were so uh, iconoclastic. We'd walk by those phones and just give them the evil eye, flip them upside down. It was our way of like, we were here. You could see a trail for miles of upside down phones, pay phones.
That's
Gravity.
fantastic.
Mark says, Howard, Nathaniel, great yogi brothers. Salute. Salute to you, sir. Good morning to you, Mark. Yeah, we're just getting moving, getting the blood going. Yoga, how's the yoga? Yoga's going great, man. It's a beautiful thing. I got some uh, time lapse videos of me doing Pilates. I haven't done
Uh,
much yoga outside of my park sessions, mid walk um, lately, but I'm enjoying my own practice a lot. Join me.
love it. Love it. Love it.
We got 10 legs, yo.
Hey,
How
guys.
about that? Woo.
Thank you, everyone. Team win. It's not just for the channel, it is for everybody. As the
Mm-hmm.
channel grows, we all benefit. Impressive moves you were doing, Mark says. Yes, I was watching those sit outs. It looks like wrestling practice.
Hey.
Matt says, I walked 3 miles through the rain and snow to get to the bus, to get to the school bus as a kid. Yes, I did walk to school, though. Distance is an exaggeration, but so different today. I explored everywhere on my bike. Yeah, yeah. The latchkey kid era.
3,
Um,
4,
and yes, I definitely
5,
walked to school as well.
6,
Sleepy
7,
says, "What's the
8,
pre-workout?" I just
9,
drink some water.
10.
Uh,
Yeah.
take a minute to meditate on what I need to do, and then slowly start easing into it. But as far as like a pre-workout supplement or anything, nothing. Hey, Abdul is in the house from Australia. What is up, Abdul? Fantastic.
What's up,
Abdul
Yaz?
is yes, yes, and he had a great leg day yesterday. So definitely wanted to see what went on today. Gravity says, "Hey, friends, support here. Gravity community, subscribe, like. Man, that is fantastic. Thank you much. That is love. That is love.
That's awesome, Mark. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You were still looking at that building, sir.
How do I keep doing this?
I don't know.
How do I? How do I
Are you,
keep doing this?
are you
I'm
touching the
excited
screen?
to. I thought that I did. I thought that I did. I'm excited to get to the session. I guess I'm excited for my set.
There you go.
I
Now
need
we're
the
playing.
creatine for the brain function.
Yeah, so if you don't know, now you know. We're at 12 likes over here on YouTube. And folks, we're doing the Impact Athletics Association 100 push-ups live with Mr. Alfonso Jamal and myself, Nathaniel Burns, on the Impact Athletics Association channel on YouTube. Join us over there. Get the full conversation. Join the community. A lot of fun, folks. A lot of good talk. A lot of holding each other accountable, support, and tons of fun every morning, 5:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Impact Athletics Association YouTube. Abdul says, just chilling. How you guys doing today? Doing good.
Yeah, life is
Gravity
beautiful.
Support Channel. Gravity Core Fitness has an amazing channel on YouTube as well.
And
Matt
he has a
Acoustic.
second channel,
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are doing amazing over there. Not the most.
Inspired to Succeed.
Yes. Mad says, not the best choice, but I do love those bubble drinks. Sometimes I'll drink straight coffee, black coffee, an iced black coffee or something like that. Hot coffee's great, or a green tea. There's electrolytes, there's caffeine, so sometimes I'll have that for pre-workout. Very rarely something else that's got caffeine, but those are my preferred methods of pre-workout. If I do it today, it's just water. Just
Nice.
water today.
Sleepy says I've been hanging upside down for 2 minutes every other day. Good. I have an inversion table myself. Definitely a beautiful thing. Inspired to Succeed. 12th like, showing love. Mark and Joe, subscribed friends. Thank you so much and welcome. We will definitely check your content out as well. Love to support other channels as well. So thank you so much and welcome. Mark and Joe have been just amazing to this growing channel. So we really appreciate that. Hey guys, check out Inspired to Succeed. Check out Gravity Core. Gravity Core has 2 channels as well. So check them out. Ragnarok. Hello, nice beard. How many months it took you to grow that length? I can't speak for Mr. Burns, but he's had that beard ever since I've known him, and that's going on about 7, 8 years now. Matt says I do love me some caffeine. I need. That is all right. That's all right. We're all works in progress. He's gone to the squat hops now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Nice job.
10.
Beautiful
I
work.
love I love ramping up to the squat hops because at first I don't want to be doing that. But when I
Yeah,
warm up the joints, the muscles, it
correct.
just feels so good to catch a little air time.
Yep. Time in the U.S. it's about quarter till 6 in Mountain Standard Time where we're at. Uh, Brutality 101, awesome, recommended by Gravity. Liked and subscribe. Hey, thank you so much, Brutality. Welcome to the channel.
Yes.
And as we do here, we will give 10 push-ups for the subscription. So right now I'm counting 20. Um, two people have subscribed. So yes, we will do 10. We'll earn the subscriptions. Ragnarok, you look very much masculine, like a real man, dude. On left. Which left? I think he's talking to you, Mr. Burns. Yeah,
I think he's
I
talking to
think
you,
he's. I
Mr.
think
Jamal.
you are the manly man, sir.
with
All
my
right.
top knot, I'm the manly man.
Yes. Who's cutting out? Abs. Who's cutting out? Gravity. Thank you
Gravity,
so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Absolute.
amazing.
I'm gonna get to this next set. I'm not sure who. Abs was talking about who's cutting out.
Yeah. What's going on, Abdul? Is it cookies or cream? Both.
Uh oh.
Both of us are cutting out, so I'm thinking it's a host internet issue. Sleepy just says I just subscribed. Woo! Thank you, Sleepy. That's amazing. Yeah, if you want more of this caveman workout in your feed, all you got to do is like, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then poof, every day we're in your inbox. We're going live. We're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
There we are. That's it. It's
And
that easy. You want no more caveman? Just hit the notifications bell. It's
it's
happening.
easy.
It's easy.
So
It's
easy.
crazy. It's
So
so
easy a
easy. It's
caveman
free.
could do.
Ragnarok says very much masculine for me, dude without the beard, but I really like the beard from the Viking dude. So yeah, they're so you're the masculine one, Vincent,
And apparently, even
according
with the beard,
according to Ragnarok.
and even with beard, I have no beard in comparison to your beard.
It's just hair.
It's
Matt
it's
Acoustic,
amazing.
great morning here for a ride. Sunny and 75 degrees right now. I got to get out there and do it. Have a
Yes,
fantastic day, y'all. Yes, that's what's
absolutely,
up.
absolutely. Go do that, sir.
Do you play the air drums on your bicycle with no hands? Do you ride your bicycle with no handlebars?
Bicycle, bicycle. I like to ride my bicycle. Every time, I think that's going to be the running thing with Mad, is that there's going to be a musical reference.
Yep.
I think there's going to be a reference.
2, 3, 4,
Yo, Jacob is in the house.
6. What's up, Jacob?
Jacob
7,
has returned. Have not seen
8.
Jacob for a while. It's good to hear from you, see you. Matt says air guitar only.
Oh no! Oh,
Ragnarok says good vibes you guys have. Thank you, thank you. That's what we're trying to do. There are tons of fitness channels. There's a whole bunch of things that people could do and learn in different aspects. And our brand of bringing it is kind of half fitness, part morning show, just fun banter, random references, and just trying to be our genuine selves. Lindsay is in the house.
no!
She says, "Goodbye, goodbye, Sir Burns. I've been here since the start today. Great
Oh
to
no!
see everyone, but I gotta bail. See y'all tomorrow." Oh, goodbye, Lindsay. We always appreciate you being in the chat, and we would love to hear about everything you got going on. And check this out. I got a special guest athlete.
You were
That cat
stealthy.
is it is creeping on my shoes. It is creeping on
Oh,
my
Lindsay,
shoes. Look at that.
great to see you. You have a wonderful day. You're in
Hey,
stealth
kitty.
mode like that cat. Ah, well, glad you're here. The chat is strong and the workout is strong. So I feel like your vibes were felt.
Oh,
Mad
good morning.
acoustic,
Oh, good morning.
rising up,
Good
back on the
morning.
streets. Did my time, took
Took
my
my
chances.
chances. Dun, 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 dun.
I just had to. Yeah. So,
Ah,
Mr.
boy, you
Vincent's
sucker.
channel.
I pity the fool who don't do squats.
Ragnarok says, goodbye, Lindsay. Have a great day. Lindsay says, cute. Y'all too. Y'all, the realist. And yes, Matt, we know you had to. Mr. Vincent with the wildlife sightings on the Impact channel. Love it.
It came to sniff a finger.
There you go.
I have, a good connection with most cats.
Yeah. I'm a cat dad myself.
Cat daddy.
Cat daddy.
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. It's over here sniffing my water, sniffing the stand. This cat wants to be part of the happenings.
Cat is now part of the Impact tribe. And you are just the newest recipient in the cat distribution system.
Absolutely. It's going to, yeah, at some point it's just marking. It's just rubbing those pouches with those special herbs and spices to mark its territory. Ragnarok, I need to start with move sport as well. I did not much past 10 years because of accident. Yes, it's hard when always hurt. Completely feel that. And um, Yay Abs, he shared a little bit about that as well, his recovery from an accident. And let's make no mistake, Mr. Burns, myself, Aoife, we've all been recovering from something. Sometimes it's not like an accident, it can just be a health thing, but we've all had something in our past where it's a little tough. Jen did 10 push. Jen says 10 push-ups for the cat sub.
Yeah.
I think we're deep in. I think we're that would make like a credit of like 40 push-ups, 40 extra that are coming. I think there's been like 3 new subscriptions, so cat included. Yes, I'm here for it. And I believe this is Mr. Burns' last set.
2. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7, 8, 9.
thank you, Ragnarok. Where are you coming to us from? What part of the world? I don't ask people to be specific, but if you just have a country, if you care to share, that would be awesome.
3, 4, 5, 6,
And how did you come across Mark and Joe
8,
at Gravity
9,
Core?
10. Whew.
Sweden,
Yes.
very nice. Okay.
That is my sets.
Nice. I'm getting some dramatic lighting coming in for this that strip of light.
Oh yeah.
That strip of light is going to give me that dramatic lighting, that Olin Mills effect.
Never waste a good lighting setup.
No, never. Especially natural. Where am I at? Is this good? Where am I at? Is
You're
this
in it.
strong?
You're in it.
Dun-dun.
Yeah, you're getting cut out a little bit. Can you take a step forward? Just a tiny step. There you go. Boom. Look at that. See how it's cutting him out of the background? Got that little edge light going on. Looking good, brother. Sweden. I'm playing chess with a woman in Finland on chess.com. We're lamenting the state of things. So she mentioned the Nordic bubble. Are you in the Nordic bubble? Do you know what that means? Jen, 10 push-ups for cat sub. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the 10 just for the workout. And then there's the extra 10s to come.
Finally summer here. So how many days do you go without sun in a year? Like, do you have full days with 0 sun in a row by chance? Ragnarok is not familiar, can't even play chess, to be honest. That's okay. That's okay. I was wondering if you knew about the Nordic bubble, just like feeling separated from the world just up there in the Nordic area. But yeah, maybe not for Sweden.
Ooh.
Nice work.
Yes, and now into the bonus push-ups. And that cat is back. The cat came back. I thought I was a goner, but the cat came back. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is just checking it out. It's allowing me to be in its territory.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving me the once over. It's giving me the TSA, and it's okay. But as you can see, it is creeping back out there.
It wants those shoes, bro.
Yes, it may have smelled our dear departed Franklin. Ragnarok said, "Guess PlayStation came. That's why." Yeah, I was able back as a child, but don't know why. Gamed many years, can't remember rules. Oh yeah, look at this cat. It is going in on my shoe. Look at that. And it's biting it.
Oh yeah.
It's biting. Oh yeah. It look at it showing love.
I've had some
Oh,
cats that really dug the shoes too.
yeah.
And my friend Gage, the elderly dog, the senior dog that walks by, he's a foot fan as well. He just wants to sniff the feet.
Oh yeah. You're okay. You're okay. Psst, 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 psst. Come on. Come on, come on. Psst, 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 psst.
Ragnarok says, "I'm very north part. Whole winter is better to stay home." Then I started a little gaming addiction.
Uh,
Got you.
yeah, yeah, it can happen. All right. This grass is so tall and lush that
Mm.
my belly itches.
Mm. Oh yeah.
That
Getting
is
those
okay.
BTG push-ups.
Yes. So what do we have? We have 40. So I'm gonna do 2 sets of 20. I
Copy
think
that.
just for the gram, as the kids would say. One,
Let's make it
two,
happen.
3, 4, 5. Are we looking at the building again? 6, 7,
Nope, we're
8,
looking at you.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
So,
17,
folks, we got
18,
40 more push-ups
19,
coming for
20.
all the additional subscriptions that have happened, and the cat,
And
le
the
chat,
cat.
le chat.
Le meow. I know that's completely wrong, but
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
le pouce.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Nice work.
13, 14, 15,
Ragnarok says going for a walk with dog. Did
16,
subscribe and thumb up.
17,
Nice to meet you guys. Have a
18,
good time and see you later.
20.
Ragnarok, thank you so much. And we appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you again. And if you have content, let us know. Let us know so we can check you out as well and show love back in return.
And if you
Love
don't
to do
make
that.
content, you can also share with us content that you love, something that inspires you. It doesn't have to be you working out.
No, even if
Tell
you
us
just send
what.
a picture,
Tell us your
you
why.
can.
Tell us what your goals are.
Yeah. And I try to get people to send pictures of their workout stuff. You don't have to be in the picture. There's an email in the description for both Mr. Nathaniel and I, links to the Instagram, which some people have connected to. Sharuk is over there, Stark, Jax. There's a few people that connect over there.
I
So
just
would
want to,
definitely love to see.
yeah, I just want to make sure you know that if you're messaging impact, I'm not seeing that. That's just Vincent. So if you want to talk to
Yeah.
me, shoot me a message.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Abdul, I didn't watch from the start. What is your workout routine today? 100 push-ups every day, and we did 100 squats as well. We're into overtime. We've got some subscriptions to pay off, so including a cat who has enjoyed the scene today and has subscribed to Impact. Hopefully, they'll be back tomorrow. So we've got
Yes.
40 more push-ups coming with 20 down.
Yes. Yes. We got bills to pay. What's up, Mohammed? Mohammed, 3 hours gym workout, legs and shoulders. Excellent.
Right on.
Yeah, Abdul. the crux of what we're doing is going to be repetitive, but that's how you get consistent and disciplined is by kind of doing the same thing over, like lessons in class or things that you do at work. You get better at it by doing a lot of the same things, and from there we can push into other areas on specific days. But day in, day out, this is what we're going to be doing: is the squats and push-ups.
Yep.
I think it's just a good foundation, and it's something that everybody can do. Um, just with their bodies. It doesn't require like equipment, things like that. So we can certainly get into shoulder days, raises, and things like that. Jumping jacks. There are other things that we've thrown in as well, but the core of it all is going to be at the push-ups and squats.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mohammed Abdul says yes. Nice. Mohammed says, which time now do you guys have? So time is just after 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Abdul says, can't do push-ups yet, but busted my shoulder trying to make it my goal. That's amazing. And if you can't do push-ups like Mr. Vincent's doing push-ups right now, perhaps you can do them off the wall. Perhaps you can do them just standing on the wall and press this far back. You can
Absolutely,
you can regain and retrain mobility and movements that you've lost due to injury or otherwise
absolutely.
sedentary. So you can build it back. Hopefully, I'm not sure why you can't do them. Maybe you have lost an arm. That would make it more difficult and a different road to getting push-ups. But as Mr. Vincent is demonstrating right now, if you can imagine, he's next to a wall. He's just pressing the wall away, and it's a great way to build back your push-ups or build them for the first time.
Correct. Absolutely, and you can even just start even simpler, just pushing the air, just to for what Mr. Burns is saying, your range of motion, just getting used to that movement. Do muscles really have memories?
Three, no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Absolutely,
10,
absolutely.
12,
It's just shared experience, shared things from what we've gone through
13,
ourselves, and when you're able to kind of share that sort of thing, then yeah, it's a good place to be. Are you going to a physical therapist? Are you seeing anyone? Are they giving you any sort of treatments or recommended exercises, mobility exercises? Um, Definitely a good place to start, and definitely a diagnosis of what your shoulder is. Is it ligaments? Is it rotator cuff? Is it muscular tears? There's a lot of things that would also determine on your approach to working on it. Definitely, definitely. Guys, we're at 18 likes. What a fantastic day. And shout out to Mark and Joe at Gravity Core for the alley oop. They threw up an alley oop, and some of their supporters and followers came through to like and subscribe here. So can't thank them enough. So please go give them a look. Go give them a look by all means.
Absolutely, check out Gravity Core Fitness on YouTube.
And if
Mark
you
and
and if
Joe.
you like our yes, if you like our approach, our banter, interaction with you guys, they do the same. They do the exact same. Very
Little
engaged
different,
with the audience.
little different dynamic, but it's good stuff.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, I like to think if we were in Wales and they were here, it would be the same core of like, okay, we're here and we're talking to you while we do it. But there's definitely a difference for sure.
Yeah.
Ab says, nah, treatment insurance, being in pain, just going to the gym trying to build strength. Definitely, okay, makes sense. And it's just a matter of get those warm up exercises in. Really, really focus on that range of motion. Get yourself some stretching. Things I'm sure you already know. But I would be remiss if I didn't just speak You know, the little things, because I've hurt myself just um, missing the warm up or rushing the warm up. Muhammad says, "Bros, is American football more favorite than the NBA? What about baseball in the USA?" Ooh, I think football is the sport. Um, I feel like they go neck and neck. I'm not sure which one is actually more popular. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
I,
I don't know
I'd,
which
I'd probably
one's
I'd probably
netting
say
more money.
I'd probably say football, only because you have college football too, and that seems to be pretty big. Um, I think basketball with the length of schedule can be a little monotonous for a lot of people. Football is way more of a condensed season, uh, and baseball in the USA is popular, but it's not more popular than basketball and football. And what you see is a lot. It's not really the American sport it used to be. You'll see a lot of kids from Cuba, Dominican Republic, Far East now are becoming stars here. So it's not like it was maybe 30 years ago.
Hi.
People are
Good morning.
peeling off to do different
What's up,
things.
Kate?
So
What's up, man? What's up,
my
buddy?
favorite teams, I like the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi. He's
I
like,
like for football. I'm gonna wait for Mr. Burns.
what's up, brother? Yeah, you made it this far. All right, partner. Oh, hey, you want it? You can have it.
Okay,
Good boy.
so
Yeah. Me too.
you guys know Jordan Mulatto, who played for
Oh,
the
there's the
Eagles?
shoes.
No, I don't. Is he? Where is he? Where's
Have
he
a great
from?
day.
And yeah, that's a double conversation with the dog. Um, muscle cars. Okay, Sharuk is back. That was a quick practice, Sharuk.
Mr. Vincent, I got to protect myself from this incoming sun. So
Okay,
I'm getting a little too much sun last couple days. So I'm gonna bow out, get
all right, man.
ready, and do the thing. But that was amazing. Always an honor and a
Yes, thank you,
pleasure.
sir. All
We'll see
right,
y'all
we'll see you
soon.
soon. All right, man. Be well. Australia, you went to school with him. Nice. Okay, nice. I'll have to look him up. I know that there was an Australian player um, a few years ago, and he was trying to make it with the 49ers, and he got a lot of attention because he was a rugby player, and that was cool to see. I don't think he made the final team, or maybe he played like a season or so. But that's always such a big deal between rugby and American football, like which is tougher. And Americans wear pads and things like that. But I've played both, and they are two completely different sports. The only thing in common is it's a competitive sport. There's contact, but that's about it. Jared Hayne. Okay, there you go. Mohammed says, what about fast food in the USA? Is it terrible as presented in the news that almost all Americans are oversized? Yes, America by far is the fattest country in the world, and it is due large in part to what our government allows us to consume as consumers. But you also have a choice in what you eat, but they market it heavily, and there are things that are geared. They make it a point. So, for instance, I'm going to take this here. So, for instance, when you see like a commercial for like a bag of chips or something, and you see the people eating it, and there's that crunch, the crunch is actually sound engineered. Morning is actually sound engineered for your ear to be more pleasing. Um, and they have what they call flavor scientists who come in and they create a mix that is meant to be addictive of salts and chemicals and things like that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, we have a serious problem with not just adults, but it's also affecting children. Because when you think about what's more dangerous, we talk about. So if you didn't know, one of the original ingredients in Coca-Cola was cocaine. Um, and yes, you're right, Abs. It is cheaper, and that's how they get you. So you can buy, 3 2 liters of soda for 99 cents each. So people on very fixed incomes are buying things that they deem to be the best bargain, and it's always that. And you are now an addict to sugar, and that's where. So, like I was saying, Coca-Cola, one of the original ingredients was cocaine, but sugar is more dangerous. It triggers the same reaction in the brain that cocaine does, and the thing about sugar is everybody consumes it. You give it to children. You give it to children at birthday parties and in the punch. You give it to them in the cake. You give it to them. So you wouldn't give a child cocaine. So sugar is more dangerous by far. And when you have things like drinks where you can buy up to 44 ounces, that's like a medium now. And they have specials on that. Well, now you're consuming liquid calories. So it is a huge problem. Say no to drugs for sure, but what are we, people are more addicted to things that we don't consider drugs. That's the danger. Yeah, it's easy to say like don't do cocaine, stay away from these things, but nobody's saying stop eating sugar. Like they don't say that through like our government because the government is the ones who's allowing it to be sold to us. So it's a money grab. It's a money grab. Let's see. Sorry, I got on a rant, so I need to go back. Muhammad says, "Is there any education for children about food and sugar?" Yes, but no. It's not as widely. Uh, it's better than it was. I will say that, but it's not nearly as mainstream and out there as it should be, and that's the dangerous part. And you're still, having to battle parents who don't know any better and who want to say, "Well, I'm going to still buy this because." To Abdul's point, it's a bargain. Sometimes it's cheaper, and your kids are addicts. So when your kid is like jumping up and down, having a fit because they want this, that's the behavior of an addict. So that's it's dangerous, and people give into it because it's nothing harder than trying to fight somebody out of an addiction. So we enable it sometimes by calling it a treat or a snack. A snack is a fruit or vegetable. Sorry, I got to wipe my lens. A snack is a fruit or vegetable. A treat is a bag of chips or soda or things like that. That's a treat. That's something that should be earned if you even give them that. We don't do that here at my house. No, I don't do that with Aoife. Do you prefer any natural juice or just water? I don't do a whole lot of juice, but even if I do, um, I will get like a green tea, but I don't like orange juice and things like that. I don't do that much of. If I'm gonna get like something, I'll do it myself. I will just get a watermelon, blend that up, and have like watermelon juice. Make that a shake. Um, no, Shruk, I haven't got that. I haven't purchased that yet. Need to get to the store at some point, but no, I haven't purchased that yet. I think Mr. Burns has heard of it and has done it. Just pulling up a chair here so we can chit chat. But yeah, that's the danger. I hear we aren't supposed to be eating 2 3 times a day, and I hear five when you're talking about meals and then snacks in between. So I think it's always going to be different on what the recommendations are. But there's also just saying I'm going to do what works for me. A lot of times people don't need to eat that much because they're not that active. But I wouldn't want to go into like any sort of deficit and walk around weaker for being a more active person just because there's this guideline that says I should only be eating so much. Muhammad says, if you were invited to a restaurant, what drink do you choose? Is pasta spaghetti really so unhealthy? I think it's always going to be the source. You can have better pastas, better, better choices of food, better grades of food. It's kind of like gasoline as well. We have different grades of it, but I think in moderation you're okay with the pasta. Some people are going to say no, you got to stay away from that because it's too many carbs, things like that. But if you have a small bowl of it, I think you're okay. A drink that I would have, I'd always start with water. If there's water with lemon, that always works for me. And then generally, I will get like a tea or sometimes lemonade. I don't wholly stay away from like I don't say like I never have sugar. That would be untrue. Like Mr. Burns and I went shopping the other day. We met up, went shopping, and we have sugar in our bread. We have sugar in almost everything. There is some level of sugar or some representation of a sweetener, and that's the hard part. It's really hard to escape those things, at least here. I know in other countries they vote it down and say we're not going to sell that, we're not going to allow that for our people. But here it's a real thing. So even if you think you're being healthy by having sandwich with vegetables and all that stuff, well, your bread still has sugar in it, so that can be tough. And it can be tough for people with health conditions because you still don't realize how much you're consuming through the course of a day, even though you're avoiding things like sodas and candy or sweet things that we know. So it can be tough. Um, but what I don't drink is I won't choose alcohol. I don't, yeah, unless it's got to be a really special occasion for me to consume alcohol at this point. Used to drink a lot, don't do that anymore. And the most alcoholic representation that I have or I've had lately is kombucha, which is just a natural drink and it ferments naturally. So it's not a processed sort of liquor or alcohol. Never drink like heavy stuff like vodka or rum or scotch. I don't have that. Just don't have a taste for it. And yeah, it is tough, Abs. It's very real, which is why I like having these talks because I like being able to share and learn with people who are actually living it. I don't want to hear what, like you were saying, like what the TV is telling you, like what you see on the news. They're going to bend things to give a certain perception. I'm north of 40, Muhammad. They're going to bend things. And so it's tough when you're trying to show your kids better because at every turn there's some sort of advertisement for this. And uh, it's just different from country to country. It's different. And there was a recent video I had seen, the difference between Canada and America selling the same cereal, how many dyes and colors were in the American version versus the Canadian version was crazy. But it's because Canada they don't play that, they don't allow that, and that's good on them. Yesterday was the holiday Sharuk, 4th of July, Independence Day for America, when we fought and won our independence from England. But like Mr. Burns was pointing out yesterday, that didn't mean like at that point in time that did not mean that all people were free. So that was in 1776, but it took until the late 1890s for slaves to be free, and even then they weren't necessarily free. And then it took until the 1900s for women to be able to vote. I mean, there's been a lot of things. So freedom maybe for uh, just not paying taxes and things like that, but then people turned around and enslaved and oppressed other people in this country. So it's kind of a thing where not a lot of people celebrate the same thing with the American version of Thanksgiving, because we recognize that what the injustice that was done to the Native Americans, which people call Indians, we recognize what they were subjected to. Mohammed says, "Bro, please, this no sugar sodas, no energy drinks, zero sugars. Are they really without sugar?" They will put they will put other things. So you have to look for code words. It won't just say sugar. Um, there's fructose, there's sucrose, there's anything. Times there's like an ose on the end of it. That's like a representation of sugar, or there's sugar alcohols, things like that. So there's a lot of like hidden things in it that are still a sweetener. So might tell you no sugars, but then there's still some form of a sugar in it. Very rarely is there just zero sugar. And it's generally because there's a small percentage, in my estimation, of people that will really tolerate the taste of something no sugar, because we've been given so much sugar that now people are used to things that are so sweet that they even less sweet they don't necessarily like. Um, Abs, what about schools? And Sharuk, thank you for sharing the live. Um, Schools, it's sometimes regional. So when you have some areas that have more money, when the families and the areas have more money, their schools tend to be better schools. They have more resources. They stay updated, things like that. And a lot of times, lower income areas don't get the same resources, and that's I think that's always been a thing. So unfortunately, schools will educate, but even they have an agenda on what they educate, and it's really built to get you, to be able to retain and regurgitate a certain amount of information, so they can satisfy state testing, which gives them funding per child there. So there's it's never just straight up like we're just here for kids to learn. Uh, what about schools and food? You mean? That would speak to the same thing. Do they, if they're educating, um, there are, yeah, they do have food at schools, and you have options as far as like you can go and buy like a hot lunch, things like that. And I know my daughter says that they do have offer things like at her school. There's salads. Are they free? No, they are. No, those are charged meals. So we as parents, you put money on an account that you're buying those lunches for your children, which is why a lot of kids just go to school with a lunch, because you can pack a lunch, you can make what you want, and my daughter always says there's never really enough time to eat it, and I tell her then take your lunch so you actually have time to eat. You can just go sit down instead of standing in a line. But she'll say like some days the pizza's really greasy, things like that. But they do offer salads, things like that. They're a healthy option, so it's getting better. But she's again in one of those schools that I mentioned that have more resources than a lot of others do. So um, it's it's kind of like all in where you're at. Yeah, or they go hungry. I know. Used to be a kid could get at least like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Like if they didn't have a lunch, if they didn't have the food or the money for a lunch, they would at least get a peanut butter jelly sandwich. But again, it's all kind of a subjective thing where what school district are you in? What part of the country are you in? Is there still funding? A lot of these schools are not getting funding from the government anymore. They're not getting help that way because it's an impoverished area, and they're not paying attention to the people who are living in those areas. As far as, hey, these people still need help, and a lot of schools don't get that. So it's unfortunate. There's plenty of resources to go around. There's plenty of money, things like that, plenty of food, but they don't always share it. Abdul says, I'm going to go to bed. Got an early workout tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Take it easy. Jen says, have a good day, everyone. We appreciate you both. Love the questions, Abs. So keep them coming. Have a fantastic workout tomorrow. As always, we are with you in spirit on your path to recovery. And even if you're not, like if you're just an absolute cyborg like Jen, who just comes and just cranks it out and goes about her business, it's all support, no matter what side or where you're at. This is all stages and ages. So we are we're just here to support one another. So the fact that we can do this here, I'm humbled as just a channel host. to be able to do that. But this is you guys building it, and the analytics and the growth of the channel are proof of your support. So definitely appreciate that. You guys have a fantastic day. Look at that, Australia and Arkansas. Two different spots of the world here at the same time, going about their business, getting to their day at the same time. Love to see that. And yeah, it's really cool. So I'm grateful for that. Mohammed, how about where you're at? Schools, foods, things like that. What is it like there, where you're at? Sorry for what? No, no apologies necessary. What what I miss? What did I miss? We don't have school. All are bombed. Understand. Prior to that, or I don't know how far back. I know it's war torn, but were the schools? Was it something for everybody? What about food in schools, things like that? Because again, in America, we are in such a spoiled and entitled position that I don't think we often understand how other places have to deal. We have very poor areas of our country in the South and inner cities and urban places, but they they don't have bombs to deal with. They don't have that sort of thing to deal with. So just trying to get an idea of pre-bombing, or what your recollection of when schools were operational and functional, how all of that was going. Sharuk says, what we already learned is pinch of sand. What we are going to learn is world full of sand. Yes. Yeah, pinch of sand. Yeah. At final, we all learned less, and we want more, want to learn more and more. Yeah, and the more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know, because there's so much information, so much knowledge, and then it becomes what's going to serve me best. What information am I getting that serves me best? Which is why I'm glad that you guys are here, because I hope that this serves you well. Because social media, as you all know, can be a place of just mindless scrolling, a lot of misinformation, a lot of just things that aren't going to benefit us. It's junk food for your mind. Muhammad said we have internet from Tesla satellite, but I just have 4% battery, and after that, I have to wait till tomorrow to charge mobile on a street for $2. Wow. Yeah, again, those are things that I would completely take for granted when it comes to that. So I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate you sharing what that looks like, because it gives me more reason to really appreciate that you only have so much time and you're choosing to spend it here. I enjoy my time here. After that, I work out all day. Nice. Are you working, or do you go to work? What else does the day look like? I know you said you did 3 hours working out. I work out and feel better doing sport, for sure. And when you're in a stressful, we use metal bars and stones. Mohammed, if you can send a picture of that, I would be so grateful if you could send a picture of that. I would be so grateful. You can send it to my email. I don't think you're on Instagram, but I would love to see what your workout setup looks like. Just again, so we can appreciate, this is do more with less. You guys aren't making it an excuse that we don't have weights. You're creating. Do you have an email? Do you have an email? If you have email, you can email it. Um, but I would. We did our own gym with a lot of barrels, man. That I love that notion. I love that notion. And this is you are the embodiment of when we say the world is a gym. That's what we're talking about: is being able to build your own things, create your own things, and be functional and build yourself up with your own things that are there, just the resources off the land. I'm Sharuk in social media. There are lots of things like good and bad, but we want to choose what we want. Good, yes, for sure, Sharuk. Um, and being able to, yeah, discern like what is going to work for me, Muhammad. And we eat hummus protein from seeds and tuna fish from Red Cross. Man, care packages. I'm glad you're able to receive those. Okay, Mohammed, get on out of here. I know you're probably at like 2%, and always have yes, have some amount of battery with you in case you need to make a phone call or something or reach somebody. So we will see you tomorrow. I really appreciate you. All love back. All love and respect, sir. Have a great day, brother, and we'll figure out how to get that picture for sure. For sure. Um, what a fantastic share. What a great share to have with somebody across the world. Mohammed, I believe, is in Lebanon, and yeah, that's really cool. I mean, Lebanon, we got Abs in the UK. Uh, Mark and Miss Joe are in Wales. We've got people here in the States. We've got just, yeah, really cool. Really cool to have people all over the place. Ragnarok came to us from Sweden. And so this is a very fortunate and privileged position to be in, to have something like the ability to get up, get on a phone, and I mean, let's even scale it back just to wake up. A lot of people who went to sleep last night did not wake up. So we're still here, and then to be able to get up as a fully functional being. We're not talking about muscles, we're not talking about working out, just being able to get up out of bed pain free, being able to walk about a house that you live in, because a lot of people do not have homes. So there's so many things to look at with a positive mindset and gratitude. Um, and being able to come down and drink clean water, being able to select food, things like that, and then again being able to pick up a phone and being able to then work out and communicate with people. I mean, these are blessings abundant. These are blessings abundant. So while there are things that we may not always appreciate about our lives, we definitely should take that long stop, think about it, and then really put it into perspective what we have versus what sometimes what we didn't have, or versus what a lot of other people would like to have. We're fortunate in a lot of ways. Um, and some positions are going to be tougher to see that from than others, but and I understand that, but I still have to just speak. This is my experience. This is my growth. So I may not be as aware as a lot of other people at this stage, or at the stage that they're at. But we're living different experiences. We're different existences, and that's okay. So when we cross paths and we intersect in life, this is where you share teachable moments. You can learn. You can share, and that's the beauty of that. So I'm all for hearing what other people have going on. Sharuk has 85%. If the live goes for a whole day, no problem for me, sir, because I am here to learn something new. Sharuk, you've been teaching us as well. And so, again, the question for you: what is food and things like soda and sugar? Did your government allow that? Is there a lot of that? Does your society even like bother to purchase it? I think a lot of other places are so traditional with what they cook and make that lots of sweets and things like that, and purchased things, processed foods, aren't necessarily what people are purchasing. So it may not be the same. Um, should you make it to America, you're going to see a lot of things that are just going to be marketed just to it's sugary, it's fatty, it's not healthy. It's not healthy in a lot of ways, but they package it to look fun, and that you need this and things like that. Uh, yeah, it's dangerous, but you can choose. That's the beauty of it. You can choose to eat better, and a lot of us here have gone through the stages of, you're young, so you just eat things. You don't think about your health because you're still young. So you're eating, drinking, whatever, and then you get to a stage in life where you're like, oh, probably not the best for me. It's something I should probably be a little bit more mindful of what I'm putting in my body. But in a lot of ways, we're conditioned from a very young age, even for things like smoking. When I was a kid, we had it was a pack of fake cigarettes, candy cigarettes, and they were wrapped. They looked just like little cigarettes, and it was a stick of gum inside of there, and it had little powder. So you'd blow it, and it would go out. It was meant to condition you to smoke, and you would smoke because it was fun, because you'd associate it with the bubble gum, and then you'd see adults doing it. So it was always a thing. You'd see it in TV, movies, with all the cool characters would have, a cigarette and whatever. So these are a lot of pieces to why our society, this American society, is the way that it is. It was meant to be this way. We didn't just wake up and just decide we're all going to eat terrible food. It was built this way. But I would definitely like to learn more about what's going on in your end of the world as well. I know America is kind of like a hot button; everybody wants to know, but we also, Americans want to learn about other places as well, or at least this American does. This human, I want to learn about other humans in other areas. I don't even want to make it about borders, politics, religion, color, gender. I just want to learn about other humans. Like, what is your experience? And we've had a fantastic chat today. We've had a fantastic workout today. Today was day 126. Candy cigs and gum cigs. Remember that. Um, do you remember Big League Chew? Big League Chew, for those who don't know, was shredded bubble gum in a pouch that would look like chewing tobacco. So you take it out, put it in there, and instead of like sucking and juice and spitting like with tobacco, you would just chew your gum. But again, it was meant to emulate that sort of thing. So you would put it in your back pocket, just like you saw the older people did with their tobacco, and before you knew it, you probably had a condition mindset that that was an acceptable thing, and all you had to do was just switch the taste. You would switch from sweet bubble gum to the taste of tobacco, but the work was already done, because the strongest thing that they had to change was your mind. So your mind was already conditioned to do this, to do that, and at some point you stopped doing it as in the eyes of a child with candy and gum, and you went to tobacco products. Big League Chew was definitely another one. And they had a small can of, it was shredded beef jerky. And that also was meant to emulate chewing tobacco. And you would see people always had like a skull can of chewing tobacco in the back of their pocket. And this can looked the exact same. It was the same size, and it was meant to emulate that. Strook says before 10 years in. What does 10 years in mean? What is 10 years in? And Sharuk is at 80, I'm going to say about 84, 83% now, but Sharuk is ready for the long haul today. And certainly we're not going to wear your battery down to to 2% like Muhammad had, but uh, that gives a great insight that even just charging a phone for some is going to cost you money directly out of pocket. Like, of course, here in the States, like you pay for your electricity on a monthly basis, but it's also unlimited. Whereas to have to go and pay $2 to get your phone charged um, is just something that, yeah, who really thinks of that here? I can charge my phone in the car on just on the way to someplace. I can charge my phone almost anywhere I want to as long as I have a cord. So definitely have that luxury. I would absolutely call it a luxury. Sharuk, have you started following Mr. Nathaniel J Burns? Do you follow his channel at all? Do you follow Mr. Nathaniel J Burns, Sharuk? Uh oh, that cat that was over there in my workout earlier fighting with another cat. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. But Sharik, the reason I'm asking if you follow Mr. Burns is he just went live. So, guys, if you have not checked out Nathaniel J. Burns, please check out his channel. He's got some really good content going on, and he joins our live and then he goes live. So, definitely check out his stuff. He takes you on a walk. It's good information, good stretching, good easy vibe, and it's coming from a really good human being. So, I highly recommend you check him out. And also, Gravity Core Fitness has stopped by. They've been very generous with their following. They've got a great content over there, so please go check them out. They actually have two channels as well. So Mark and Joe, we definitely appreciate you joining this live and bringing other people to this channel to help our channel grow as well. And we hope that we are able to do that in return. So. Uh, it's supporting in the fitness community and just as people in general, just as humans, and that's a beautiful thing. Um, Make with Mike. We definitely want to be able to support Mike as well. Mike's channel is not fitness related, but it is related to the construction sort of industry. He does drywalling, painting, hanging things, lights, fixtures. He's building things. That's that's something that we can all support. I don't know much about it, but you also don't need to know much about it to support somebody. You could say, this is a guy who I do push-ups with and I chat with. I can support what he's got going on. And Mike has been a strong supporter of the channel. So please check out Make with Mike. Make with Mike. It's really cool to be able to see that going on and just being able to enjoy what we have as, again, a whole community. I'm looking at this guy behind me. His car is stalled out. He stopped like right behind my open gate, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Uh, Shrook says 10 years before 10 years life's in my school life stores sold chocolate like small straw called CC sticks where they had like drugs inside after they were banned after that. Yeah, that's unfortunate, and People think that emulating things, like having children emulate adult behaviors, is acceptable, and it's not when it's destructive behavior. If it's destructive for an adult who should know better, um, then it's definitely not good for a child. And sadly, I say an adult who should know better, but honestly, if you were raised as a child around people who didn't show you better, then I can't expect that everybody just hits a certain age and just gets it. So there's a dynamic to that. We have to understand that we all, this version of us right now is the culmination of all of our experiences and teachings and learnings and failures and successes. So a lot of people don't get the same ability to learn values, principles, and what's best for them, or how to make the best decisions for them. So that's unfortunate. So if you have had good teachers, good mentors, good people in your family, in your village, be sure to thank them. Be sure to thank them. I hear a lot of people talk, highly about their fathers and things like that. I'm like, do you ever tell him that? They gave that one to people who are under 15. Yeah. Yep. And it's meant to condition your mind. Hey, we like doing it, and we want to make money continuing to do it. So who's next to do it? The future. And the future are those kids right now. We got to get them learning that this is okay to do now, and then they'll buy it. It's conditioning, and it's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Well, I'm glad that it was banned. It sounds like your government um, decided that, yeah, that wasn't a positive thing, excuse me, to be sharing with children, and it's not the good look that people should want to have for their society when you're talking about trying to have healthy values, healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy souls. Good. I'm glad they banned it, and I'm sure there were some moral arguments where belief, religion, um, that sort of thing comes into play in a lot of places where they're just like, no, this isn't how this is supposed to be. And seemingly, that's not really how it is here. Um, it seems like money wins, and that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. But, Drew, I'm going to jump off now. Everyone, I'm going to jump off now. We've been at it for about 90 minutes, a little over 90 minutes. So this has been a fantastic chat. I'll wrap it up here in a minute or so. And just looking at, again, what we got done today. We got our 100 push-ups and 100 squats, 10 sets of 10. We actually got more push-ups in because we had new subscribers, 3 new subscribers and a cat. So shout out to Jen for having us do that extra one with the cat. Let me take a look back. We had Sharuk, we had Jen, we had Mr. Nathaniel Burns, of course. We had Matt Acoustic. Muhammad was here until his phone went down. Mr. Burns joined the live after he got off. Yay, Abdul in Australia. Where else were we at? We had a really strong presence of just good, consistent chat. Jennifer, Lindsay, Sleepy As. Jacob popped in for a minute. I think Kurt popped in for a minute as well. Gravity Core once again. Ragnarok, new subscriber. Thank you. Inspired to Succeed, new subscriber. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, this was great. This was a great chat today. As I kind of scroll back, I'm looking for my shout outs, credits. Mr. Romeo 321 jumped in. Helvey Joy jumped in very early, had to go clean the house. Yep, Kurt was here. Dominique from France was here. And that's what we got. We had a great chat for 100 minutes now. 100 reps, 100 minutes. So we got a good thing going. But we will definitely, yeah, tune back in tomorrow. And maybe even do something this evening. I'm gonna see how I feel. I might jump in and do some boxing with Bob. Bob needs to come out. Uh, Today live is very awesome, and I learned something. Thank you very much. Anytime, my pleasure. And you have a great day. Everyone have a great day. I hope this finds everybody on your path of health and fitness. And as always, subscriptions are free. Take one, give one. Our information is here in the chat below in the description. So just click that box and open it up so you are able to see the email, see the Instagram, as Sharuk, I know you're on. Facebook as well. There's different ways to contact us, and that would be awesome. So, Sharuk, I really liked that video. Before I go, I really liked your video on your channel. I think it's the first one, and it was that clip, that montage of your morning, getting up, getting yourself ready, and right before you stepped outdoors, and then I saw a little piece of the outdoors. Definitely would like to see more stuff like that. You're styling with all those pictures of the outfits and all that stuff. Styling for sure, sir. For sure. As a matter of fact, Sharuka, I'm going to show you this before we go. Let me see. Green screen. I'm going to show you this because we were just talking about the outfit that you said that you'd be able to get, and I would definitely, I want to be able to pay for that. But I wanted to show you what I had in my closet. Wow. Uh-oh, it's not gonna let me. It's not gonna let me. So I'll have to send you the picture, Sharuk. I have to send you the picture. I was gonna throw that up on here, but for some reason it's not letting me. I'm gonna try one more time. Well, yeah, all the outfits are great. Let me see if I can